This morning I thought, as soon as I'm going to get dressed to go out, I thought I might as well do a get ready with me. Now, this is not going to be like the normal get ready with me. This is what a real get ready really looks like. I'm 50 something. I've got natural hair. It takes forever. Don't let them natural hair and those beauty gurus fool you. It takes forever to get glammed up. And I'm not even going to get glammed up. I'm just going to go to the shops. I might go and do some shopping because I'm going on holiday soon and I'll need to get some bits and pieces. But this is what a real get ready looks like, okay? I got my cap on. All I've got on is a primer, and my primer comes from L'Oreal. I've got L'Oreal primer, so I've put that on. It's an oil control one. It seems to do the job, because I've got oily skin in certain places, and some places is dry, so I thought this will be quite good, and it seems to do the job so far. So my makeup of choice, and it's really light, is Bare Minerals, and I'm just using the tester pots at the moment. But I've also got, which I actually imported from America, I've got the BH Cosmetics liquid foundation, and I only ever use that if I'm really going out somewhere, because this stuff is the bomb, I have to say, and it's an exact match to my skin tone as well. So it looks as if I've just got a really fresh face as opposed to being piled on with makeup, especially if I put it on really subtle. So this is what I'm doing today. Anyway, I'm not using this today. I'm using Bare Minerals, and it's a starter kit. But I barely put makeup on, but I thought I'm going to put some on today because I just fancy it. And I want to cover some of my flaws. So first of all, I've got this BH Studio Pro, which I also imported from BH Cosmetics, and it's like a colour corrector. So please forgive me if I pick up my mirror and I start doing things with it, because again, this is not the usual get ready with me. This is like a real get ready with me. So, where's my mirror gone? What have I done with my mirror? Claire, what you done with your mirror? Okay, so I need my little mirror because I have no clue. So I'm going to put my corrector on. And it's an orange corrector. So let's put a little bit of that on it. In actual fact, I don't know if I should use the brush. No, I'm not using a brush. My fingers will do. So I've got a few dark patches. So let's just see. Not a few, but I've got quite a few. You know, when your skin gets older, for some reason it just kind of gets really dry in certain places, especially under your eyes. It gets like a dry, shallowy thing. And just above your eyelids especially. Let's have a little bit more of that and rub that all in. So it's usually, if it's a good concealer or a good corrector, it will sink straight in once you blend it in. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm blending it all in. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to it's not for a while though. Well, it's not a holiday, it's kind of like, it's like a chat and get ready with me really, because I'm going out shopping. Because if I keep pausing, please forgive me, I'm trying to blend all this in. I'm in a long distance relationship. I have been for the last 10 years. I'm actually married to a Jamaican, which is a whole nother topic. So me and my girlfriend are actually travelling together in November, so it is a while yet, but we're going to do something what you call like sending barrels, and it's a West Indian thing really, where if you're going to go out there for any distance of time or any length of time, well, it's not really barrels. I'm sending boxes, but well, I'm sending a box. If you're going to stay out there any length of time, or if you're going to, you know, if you're sending out stuff for family and stuff, usually Jamaicans, West Indians, Africans, whatever, they send a barrel or boxes depending on how they do it. I'm going to do a box because the boxes are bigger than a barrel. Last time I did it, I sent 2 barrels, and the barrels, because of the shape of them, they're literally like barrels. You know, like those steel drum barrels? They're literally that round, and it's really hard to pack. So I thought this time I'm going to go for boxes, and because I'm going with my girlfriend, we're going to do it together. So what I've been doing is going out and buying stuff in bulk to pack in there, because I really don't want to be, you know, spending money out there, because although their fruit and veg is mostly organic and it's really nice and it's always good to eat in season, so I'm not sure. I think it might be avocado season now, but I've missed ackee season. I love ackee. But yeah, they import a lot of their stuff, even rice. And like, I was talking to somebody today, well, not today, this week, and they were saying that everything like flour, rice, even their corned beef is like imported from places like China and certain parts of the USA. And you'd think, because it's such a lush green country, they would grow their own, but they don't. So as a consequence, it doesn't taste like our English food. And it's a horrible thing to say. It's actually quite nasty, some of their rice, and it's really expensive as well. They can go into a shop and buy like a little tiny, they call it dollar bags or whatever. It's like $300 for a little handful of rice. And it's ridiculous, where we can get like 5 kilos for like a tenner. And I mean, 5 kilos is like a bag like this, isn't it? And they're getting these little tiny things for like $300, which works out to be something like, I don't know, just over £1. But we can get like a 2 kilo bag for £1. Do you know what I mean? Where they're getting a handful for £1. So I'm sending things like rice. I'm sending things like, they don't do almond milk how we do it. They do it in the powdered form, and it's awful. So I'm going to, because I drink almond milk, I'm going to do all that. This is turning into a whole nother discussion, isn't it? But anyway, let's get on with the makeup. That's another discussion. I think I'll have to separate that one. But yeah, so I'm on my way shopping to do that. So I'm not going to do anything major, but this is where Bare Minerals gets a bit. So I've got the original, and it's the medium dark I've got here. And they have a special way of doing it. So what you do is, it's got like a little click thing. You shake some out. You tap some out. How much you think you're going to need. So I'm not going to use a lot, because I don't want no major coverage. But then you close it back up. And when you're actually using it, you swirl your brush in it, and then you tap it. So you get off the excess and there's none wasted. And it's a really good system. And then you apply it. And you're supposed to build it up so it covers all your flaws. So I've got a birthmark here. I don't know if you've probably noticed, but I've got a birthmark here. And if you carry on doing it enough, it covers up your blemishes completely. But it does take a while. It's not as quick as they show you in them adverts, trust me. But yeah, if you can see that now, it's almost disappeared, isn't it? And what I like about this is it's a really light coverage. It's not like, you don't feel like you're wearing makeup. Whereas that other one is like ridiculous. The liquid foundation is, I prefer powdered, I think, but that liquid one is really good. It's just that, because I've got oily skin, sometimes it starts getting like an oil slick. And not keen on it. So yeah, I could go rambling on forever, couldn't I? So yeah, let's get busy with this makeup. I'm going to shut up now and just carry on, so you can see what my everyday makeup looks like. I'm not even really into eyeshadow or anything like that. I just like to let my skin look even, and I've got like those black marks. Are quite large. Like they're like, well, they used to be beauty spots, but they've just, because of, I think it's the age of my skin. I tell you, being in your 50s changes a lot about you. It takes twice as long to get ready as it used to, whereas you could be fresh faced when you were in your teens. Even in your 30s you can get away with certain things, but like, you see, when you reach your 50s, it's a different story completely. It takes forever to get ready sometimes. I mean, I could, to be fair, if I wasn't putting any makeup on, if I wasn't trying to just even up my skin a little bit, I'm the type of person that just, especially because I do a lot of biking, I ain't got time for this, really. But I thought I'd make an effort today and I'll record it. So there you go. So you can see it's almost covered up that blemish there. And I'm just trying to get, I think I'll need a little bit more. I'm just trying to even my skin out a little bit. I think I'll do one more tap. And this stuff lasts forever. Especially if you're a person like me that maybe might just put on makeup maybe even once a week, if that. Sometimes I go for weeks without putting on makeup, especially in the summer, because I'm out on the bike. I get a serious tan, and the tan kind of evened up my skin. And when I go to Jamaica, it's even better. I don't even wear makeup in Jamaica because A, I probably sweat it off, but B, it bronzes my skin, and it really evens it out. But you see, like the sun here is completely different. It's more of a dry heat when we get sun here. Right out there, it's like a humid heat, whereas it just bronzes you over and it evens out your skin. It's lovely. So I can't wait to get out there, but until then, I'm gonna have to suffer all this. You're gonna have to excuse that banging. My neighbour upstairs is doing something. I have no clue what they're doing up there. So yeah, this is the type of stuff that you have to build up on it. If you really want it to cover flaws, it takes forever, but it does a really good job, and it's almost like second skin. Do you know what I mean? And what with the primer as well, because they even do their own everything, primer, everything, but it's really expensive. So that's why I started off with the kit, just to see if I really like it, and then when this runs out, I'll just buy the full sizes. But yeah, I keep going over it, don't I? There you go. So the next stage, once you put that in, I think the first stage is called original. I've got a little bit left in here, so I'm just going to use it. Let's get it out of the way. Okay, so the next stage is what they call warmth. It's like highlighting. It's like their way of highlighting. So that's what I'll be doing next. If I can just get past this stage. See how long it takes? Anyway, I'm past that stage now. Past the correcting, past the... This is kind of like the foundation stage, but it's really light and I like it. Let's get rid of this. Let's just put that away. That's my corrector. Get that out of the way. And the next stage is just the warmth. Oh, that's the last stage. This is the actual where you actually it's kind of like a highlighter, and this one is called warmth. So what you do is you treat it like a highlighter. So for example, like anywhere where you originally have the sun hitting your face, so like, you know, the bridge of your nose, along your nose, under your eyes, those kind of places. I guess it's the places where you'd put concealer and then highlighter in the normal, when you see those normal videos, but this is slightly different. So you do the tap tap again. So you'd place it on your nose here, under your eyes, and then I've got to do some serious blending. So can you see that now? It's kind of what they call warmth. Might put a little bit too much there. I need a little bit. Let's change the brush. I used the wrong brush actually. That's probably got a lot to do with it, so I've got a slightly smaller brush. Let's go under the eye. Okay. Right. Let's blend now. I think I did a little bit too much there. But can you see that now? It's really highlighting certain specific places. It's really good. So I'm just trying to blend it out completely. I know I've got tiny piggy eyes, and I'm further squinting because I normally wear glasses. Yeah, so that's that. So what do you think so far, peeps? Anyway, let's kind of put some normality back into my face now. So I think the first thing will be, I think I'll just do a little tiny bit of highlighter, and this one's called MUA. It's a really cheap brand that you can get in Superdrugs, I think it is. This is all of £1, but it's called a shimmer. It's a shimmering highlighter, and this is called a pink shimmer. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on. So I just use my, I mean, I have got one of those fan brushes, but I can't be bothered to get it out. So I'm just going to do my cheeks. Just put it on, and then I'll blend it in. Okay, let's blend it all in. Okay. Now I'm a lipstick girl. I am. If it's one thing I do, it's got to be the lips. Anything else don't matter to me, but the lips is what I'm into. So I've got here. This is actual Sleek. This one's called Ooh La La Liner. It's a waterproof and smudge proof, and it's the colour Raisin. And you sharpen it like a pencil, but you can either use it as an eyeliner or a lip liner, one of the two, and it's from Sleek. So I'm just going to use it as a lip liner at the moment. Always smother it in until I've got the powder on there. I've still got the powder on there, so on my lips it looks a bit strange at the moment, but all will be revealed. And I made the silly mistake of getting a Missy Lynn. I've got all 4 Missy Lynns, and she's added a new one since. I think there's 5 now, but this one is the L'Amour, and it's a lovely dark red colour, and I have to say it was well worth importing it. You can't get it here. You're paying outrageous prices, like 20-25 quid, which is equivalent of like $35 or something stupid like that, just for one lipstick. So I imported it, but the customs duties is ridiculous, so I won't be doing that again. But yeah, that is a wonderful colour. And although it's meant to be a matte lipstick, it goes on really creamy, and then it goes matte. So what I like to do sometimes, although if I was going out I'll just leave it like that, but because I love this colour, but it's a bit drying, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of gloss, and again this is sleek, and I've had it so long I forgot what it's called. It's the Gloss Me. This one's a Gloss Me, and I've had it so long but I can't tell you what the name is now. It's rubbed off. But yeah, it's a lip gloss from Sleek again. I like Sleek Cosmetics because they do it for the English black girl out here. You can get it in the supermarket, in the drugstore. Some supermarkets, I guess, the bigger ones. But yeah. So it gives it a little bit of a sheen. I don't like to put on too much though. Just enough to give it a little bit of a sheen. See, it's running out. I'm going to have to get another one, see if I can get hold of another one. Because I love this colour. It looks nice by itself, but yeah. I better hurry up and do something, innit? Do my hair. I'm taking a nicky, see? These things take forever. There you go. So it takes time for the makeup to kind of sink in. Once it sinks in, it looks really nice. Well, the foundation anyway, because it's kind of going into my skin, and you'll see it just evens it out, because at the moment it looks a bit powdery cakey, but once it's sat there for a while it kind of absorbs. So that's my lips. I love that colour. A little bit of sheen. So I'm just going to do a little bit of, see, I'm really simple. I'm a simple girl. I can't go crazy. I'm just going to do a little bit of eyeliner. It's only if I'm going out I might put some eyeshadow on and go the full hog, but 9 times out of 10. See, I use this because I've got such small piggy eyes, it kind of opens my eyes up a little bit. Yeah, so it kind of opens my eyes up a little bit. There you go. So that makes a difference already, isn't it? And then, what have I done with it? I want a little bit of mascara, and I've got the, oh god, the Push Up Drama by Maybelline. And it's really good. It lengthens my eyelashes anyway. I mean, my eyelashes are slightly longer anyway. If I was going out, I'd put on extensions, but like everyday use, no. So I'll be just, I don't do nothing too crazy. I just want to show the length of them really, because my hair's quite fine. I've got quite fine hair, so as a consequence my eyelashes are quite fine as well. Although they are quite lengthy, they're just really fine. And so as a consequence I don't like to go crazy, and I don't even like the cat eye thing. I just, maybe it's my age. That's been there, done that, and come back and been reinvented. Do you know what I mean? In my mum's day they were doing that. In the 60s they were doing that. When I was born they was doing that. You know, and it's like everything comes back, like pencil skirts, dungarees. I remember wearing dungarees at the age of 12. That kind of, I guess that never really went out, did it? But like wedges back in the day were like, you know, a big deal when I was like 12, 13, and I'm in my 50s now. So it's like, it's one of those things that have literally come back with a vengeance and hasn't gone. Do you know what I mean? When it finally came back, it just didn't go. I love my wedges because you can wear heels, but if you're like me who's got problems with their knees, although it's getting better with the exercise, it's a godsend. I wore heels on my birthday. It was wedges, and they were fantastic, and it really made a difference with my outfit. Whereas before I started doing the cycling and the weight loss and doing the vegan thing, I could hardly walk 200 yards. But now I can wear my wedges. don't know if I could venture any further than that, because I've got some killer heels that I used to wear and I love them. But as you put the weight on, it's harder to wear heels. Do you know what I mean? So it's harder to do that. So that's better, isn't it? There you go. So there's your bottom as well. The whole object of this is trying to open my eyes up. So this is going to be fun when I get to my hair, doesn't it? So yeah, so that makes a bit of a difference, doesn't it? I don't go crazy. I'm not even really into the eyeshadow, the cat's eyes. I've been there, done that. I'm not really interested because I'm only going down the road. It's like, that's like a whole nother drama, isn't it? Getting that right. I mean, you could, you know, you get that wrong, that's it. It just spoils the whole look, doesn't it? So, no, it's just, anyway. So that's that. Little tiny bit high. I'd like a little tiny bit of blusher or highlighter, mascara, eyeliner, lips. I'm a lips girl. I like to show off the lips, and that's what my thing is. So let's move on to my hair, shall we? Actually, let's close this up first. So as it goes on, you can see it's kind of sinking into the skin now. And it's really good at covering some of the blemishes. It's just that I didn't do this one very well, did I? Didn't do this side very well, but this side is not bad. See, I'm a complete novice really. Even in my 50s, I still don't get it right. So, let's see what's under this hat. Here's my hair. Should call this part 2, shouldn't I? Get ready with me in my hair. So, at the moment, I've got it in flat twists. So I'm just taking out the pins that I've left it in there overnight to kind of stretch it a tiny little bit. So there you go, there's the length of my hair. It's not bad really, considering I've been growing my hair for about 5 years now. And the reason why I went natural was because I had my hair permed and my hair just started falling apart. This is a mix of castor oil and extra virgin olive oil. And that's what I like to use. Sometimes I use the odd coconut oil, but I find it, for some reason, although it's meant to be kind of resembling your hair, it's kind of, I find it kind of clammy, and I don't know why. So this is why I use the olive oil and the castor oil mix, and I just rub it on to give it a bit of a shine, and it helps with taking the hair down. So I did this yesterday when I came back from, I saw Bridget Jones's Baby. It's a fantastic movie. I won't spoil it for you. But yeah, I went and watched it. I've got a cinema down here. It's only £2.50. It's in Westgate-on-Sea, which is like a 10-minute bus ride for me, or a 30-minute walk. I've walked it before, so I know it's a 30-minute walk. So yeah, and I went to see Bridget, and that's a really good film. It's really funny. So I recommend it. So you see what my hair's like? I did this yesterday. And because I've got quite thin hair, although it's quite nice, it's very thin and very wispy. I'm one of those girls that just don't like all the whole wig thing and the, you know, the weave, and because the weave is what messed my hairline up. It messed my hairline up. That and dyeing my hair really messed up my hairline. I don't know. So as a consequence, I dye my hair with henna. I keep away from those dyes, and I try my best to keep away from the wigs and the weaves. But I do add on the odd piece when I want to do a nice big full bun on top, if you know what I mean. I want to do a full bun, and that's what I do. But yeah, see, but this is not too bad really. That's not so. Just pulling my hair out, and usually when I plait my hair at night, I can't be bothered. All I do is just do two big I call them doodle plaits. Just pull it in half, do one big plait there and one big plait there. And usually when I wake up in the morning, if I'm going anywhere, usually my hair stays like that if I'm going bike riding. I look a complete mess sometimes when I'm going riding bike, but I'm there to do the keep fit thing. I'm not there to look glamorous. Do you know what I mean? And then anyway, and then I just put my hair back in one when I'm doing it. Just gel it back. So the doo-doo plaits like gives it some definition, but it's just at the back really, because I gel it all back and then put a clip in it. So yeah, but let's see what this is going to be looking like. I should do a before and afterwards, because I was a complete mess with that cap on, wasn't I? But yeah, so this is what I look like. Let's get the rest of that out. I think I need some earrings, don't I? See, this has taken me forever. Mind you, my hair's been quicker, hasn't it? Oh, left the window open, so I've got fly floating around in here now, which is not good. Anyway, I'm almost done now. Now, do you think I could go outside with this? Oh, I'm gonna have to get the fly killer out in a minute, because that's irritating. That's the one thing I hate, is flies. I will hunt it down. I've got some fly killer somewhere anyway, so I don't even take the, I don't know, my hair. So there you have it. I couldn't go outside with this though, because it's way too windy for that. There's where I live, it's like a wind trap, and no matter how hot it is and how still it is outside, there's always wind there. Let's see if I can find my little afro pick. I've got my little afro pick in here. See if I can give it a little tiny bit of body, eh? Actually, it's not that bad, to be fair. It just needs a little tiny bit of a pick, doesn't it? Where's my pick gone? Oh, I can't find my pick. Oh, there you go. So there you have it. There's the finished look. Tell me what you think. This is a real 50-something getting ready now. I'm not into the big old eyeliner, the eyelashes, the cat's eyes. I mean, I've been there, done that. I used to do it, but I can't be bothered anymore. So this is what I do, and this is how I'm going shopping. And the weather today is fantastic. I mean, I went out this morning, did my bike ride, and it's really hot out there. It's just there is a slight breeze from the sea, because as you know, I live near the sea in Margate. So anyway, that's my get ready with me. And that fly is really getting on my nerves. And I will catch up with you soon.